investigation read for January of 2026. Yeah, make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. I just woke up, so I'm in the energy of channeling right now for some odd reason. This is a rare thing that happened to me whenever I first wake up. I'm in a channeling energy. What's going on for the current energy? The Ten of Wands at the bottom. Six of Pentacles. Five of Swords. The Magician. The Four of Wands. The Seven of Cups. The Hierophant. Taurus, Gemini, Virgo energy. Ten of Cups reverse. Six of Wands. Ten of Swords reverse. The Four of Cups. Page of Wands, Judgment. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Three of Swords reverse. Somebody's going to be able to win a situation in regards to a lot of setup energy taking place with the Five of Swords. Someone's angels is relentlessly protecting them from a situation, from them being set up. It's turning out that everything that somebody has been calling out with the Magician card, everything somebody has been evaluating and calling out has been a truth the whole time. They're really not the ones behind betraying anybody. With the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords reverse, people have been creating illusions about this individual betraying people in order to try to get them in trouble, which is how they would know what they know. But that right there is something that's being figured out with the Ten of Swords reverse, that they're really not behind hurting anybody. Some of these individuals are sitting back in authority and power and watching this individual channel this with the Magician. They're watching this individual in their power execute their powers on a situation. These individuals keep on trying to gaslight as if this individual really don't have the skill with the Magician card, but they really do. Why they keep fucking with a remote viewer, bro, with the Magician card? You act like this individual don't have the gift of the gab or some type of psychic abilities in order to get in the information, but they do. Why these people keep fucking with this person, bro? You're not pinning anything back off on this individual because they're not the ones behind betraying anybody. A whole fucking community has tried to come up against this individual, along with other people in position of power and authority that teamed up together, and this individual well knows about it. You ain't pinning shit back off on this individual. Do you not realize that this individual has a camera on them? They have protection all around them to defend themselves also, when it comes to them being falsely accused of doing things that they're not doing. You motherfuckers are dumb that keeps trying to come up against this individual. You're fucking stupid. Wasting your time and resources, that's what you're doing. All these individuals are doing are wasting their time and resources. All it's doing is burdening these individuals down. Instead of these individuals helping somebody out that's powerful, that has a gift of the gab, involved in a situation, that knows things that they shouldn't know, this is a natural gift that this person has. The Hierophant card, that's a high priest. This could be pertaining to a masculine that may have the gift of the gab or may have some type of psychic powers, because that's what the Magician card represents. I'm not really getting these individuals or trying to do any test on this individual to make sure or confirm something, that they're really not the ones behind doing something. They really do know things from a divine level with the Judgment card. Apparently, these individuals hate people like that because they can't set them up. And this is something that's apparently on evaluation. Everything is coming back that people has been causing illusions about this individual hurting people, with the Ten of Swords reverse and the Three of Swords reverse, because of a lot of scamming and scheming that's been taking place, impersonating this magician energy. This is someone who is very well experienced at what they do because it's a divine gift. That's their higher calling. That's a calling that they have. Some of these individuals are in position of authority thought they had something on this individual. You ain't got shit on them. You gonna watch this individual call the truth out. What you gonna do about it? Do a proper investigation or continuously keep on fucking with this person? This is somebody that you should be having working for you. You should have them working for you, but you don't. Why you don't put this individual in a closed fucking room and sit there and watch them use their gifts to see that they really don't get their information from anywhere else and they're not doing shady shit to people? Why don't you fucking do that? Instead of sit behind the scenes like a bitch you really are, that try to sit there and harm this individual. How about you put them in a closed room with a few individuals and watch them do what they do? You ain't ready for that, huh? You're too fucking scared, bro. I'm serious. Put this individual in a room to where they have other officials that sitting there watching this individual gather information from their spiritual side and watch them channel that shit accurately with no sources of information. Watch them channel that. Things that they would not know. There's a Virgo somewhere that could be kind of irritated with some of you could be a Virgo that could be going through a situation and you may be feeling like somebody may be trying to intrude in your energy or trying to gaslight your abilities because you're able to channel things on an astrology level, astrological or something. Something very significant about astrology. So you know how to predict certain events to take place, and it actually happens exactly like that. There's a Virgo, a Gemini, a Taurus, and a Scorpio that is very, 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 very powerful when it comes to what they do involving astrology, numerology, divination, and having psychic abilities. One of these four signs right here are very powerful, bro. I'm telling you. These four are people that you don't want to screw with. They will rip in the information, bro. I'm telling you, they will channel that and scare the living hell out of a lot of people with the magician card. Because of how skilled they are when it comes to astrology, numerology. They know how to read through certain synchronizations of angel numbers that gives them divine guidance. That would be 444 with the 4 of wands. That right there represents protection. If you're seeing the number 222, that right there is going to be an indication of the scales. Therefore, could lead you to looking into a situation in regards to a lot of imbalances that should be balanced. Because that's what that angel number means, balance. And if there's a situation in your surroundings that are causing a lot of imbalances on a legality level, you seeing the angel number 222 is going to give you a certain symbolism that's inside that angel number that you're only able to interpret. You're the only one that's able to interpret what that number is trying to show you. Y'all remember how I told y'all a while back I was able to interpret the angelic number of the 1111 showing itself as jail bars? That's how I was able to predict a setup taking place. Because out of nowhere, bro, it's like I kept seeing this number and I didn't see the dots in the mid part of them. And I seen them as a row of bars together like that. That's the glitch that happened on a spiritual level. And then not long after I kept seeing that number, that's when I seen the prisoner transportation vans that was on the side of me whenever I was traveling. And then when I got to that hotel, that's whenever I was guided to look down, I seen a railing of jail bars within a railing. That's when I knew something was wrong. That's not a normal everyday thing, bro, that you get divine guidance like that. You see jail bars through a certain angel number. Because if you really put 1111 like this close together, look at it a certain way, it's going to look like a row of bars. So these individuals hate the fact that they can't get anything on you with the 4 of cups. They can't get anything on you because something's been evaluated that you really do have these gifts here with a magician. They're not going to be able to carry something out with a 10 of wands. Because you really ain't the one behind betraying anybody in your community setting. I'm not really getting that this is the locals that keeps on trying to doubt your abilities. There's somebody else that's behind the scenes that maybe a few of them that has been betraying you with using your identity with the 9 of Pentacles reverse. So something has been evaluated that you really do have this side to you. And this could be kind of scary to these individuals. They could be feeling stupid. You're a winner with this situation with the 6 of wands. This has been evaluated. So if there was any type of deception going on, and these individuals trying to cause individuals even in a higher position to go after you, or to try to sit there to be skeptical of who you really are, there's something that took place involving an evaluation and seeing that you really do have these powers with the magician card. You're not the one betraying anybody. There was illusions that was created about that. And these individuals are mind blown that you really do have those powers. They have enough confirmation to prove that you are that person. And this is highly intimidating to them. It could be scary. That's even more scarier. 1111, as I'm saying that, it's like by these individuals doing this to you is proving how strong you really are when it comes to that side. How powerful and strong you really are. Give me a closing message. Page of Swords. There's that surveillance van energy again. I'm going to speak out loud. I'm going to tell exactly how it is. Some of you got a surveillance van sitting somewheres where you're at that are gathering information. And the information that they have, they don't have anything on you. This is pertaining to some type of corruption that don't want to end. They're investigating to see where a lot of things are coming from. That's involving a very challenging situation. King of Swords reverse. They're also seeing some officials that are lying. They're seeing authority figures abusing their power and lying. This is something that they're not trusting their intuition with. So they had no other choice but to conduct an investigation involving a surveillance or a raid van. What I'm getting. There's something very significant about a raid van or a surveillance van. And everything is coming back that you're not behind all these investments and trying to do shady shit involving conversations. Having conversations with people. This is the only way for them to prove that. For them to physically conduct an operation. What it looks like. If you see this vehicle, don't say anything about it. I would ignore it. This is a scare that like, this could be something that could have been a false alarm. I'm hearing something about a false alarm. That you're the one that's being betrayed. And people are trying to group up together in order to cause it to happen to you even more on the extreme level. And they have had a false alarm when it comes to something that they may be worried about. So if you're a Taurus or a Scorpio or a Virgo or a Gemini, but we have Taurus or Scorpio energy again. If you're one of these signs that may be in that magician energy, you have nothing to be concerned about. These individuals had a false alarm in regards to you. And this could really be hurting them and putting them in their head. But this right here is what they need, bro, to clear up a lot of misinformation or confusion. They need a surveillance van out there somewhere in order to obtain information physically. To allow them to see that this really ain't coming from you and you're not the one out there bothering anybody. They need that to take place. To clear up a lot of this misinformation. And I'm getting something very significant about a false alarm. With the Tower reverse. You ain't the one out there causing all this fucking chaos. Which is why somebody is trying to project as if, oh, that's the main reason why you know everything. No, this is the shit that's being done to you, and you're having to use your abilities to counter these activities. Five of Swords reverse. That, bro, it looked like to me a lot of individuals about to go to prison. With the Eight of Swords. Yeah, for causing trouble with extortion. So there's a group of an extortionist. A group of extortionists. What I mean. That's about to get charged with extortion, committing fraud, and harming you something with a situation involving an ex. There could be up to 3 people that was guilty of doing this. They're going to get in trouble for causing you trouble and causing these individuals a lot of unnecessary hassle that they really don't need to be going through. They're also getting charged for causing these individuals to be corrupt toward you. I gotta be honest about this energy or what I'm channeling. Some of them try to get the feds to be corrupt toward you. What I'm getting. Because I'm getting this could be a Fed van. This is not a local surveillance van. This is a federal van. I gotta be honest about what I'm channeling here. That way, if there are information, if this is happening right now, currently in the current time frame, then this right here is gonna better to give them more of a confirmation on what's really taking place. I'm not going to describe how this looks. It can look like a utility truck. It can look like a utility van. It could have certain markings on it that may be a disguise or something that it's not. And they're seeing that somebody is relentlessly trying to corrupt them in order to get them to try to harm you. The Hermit, there it is. King of Pentacles. There's way too much corruption here. Okay, so there's something very significant about witches and warlocks here in position of authority. Let's give me the vibes of two cult members or two cult leaders. Yeah, that's a cult leader. That's a feminine and a masculine cult leader. There's two of them. That's a position of power. Two of them. And it looked like to me the feds are surveilling these assholes for doing things to make things even more extreme upon you. And they think that they got these agents fooled. Nah, they ain't fooled no more. No, they not. They've been able to obtain the details of things on who is behind doing what to have you appear as if this may be the reason why you may know everything. Somebody's being seen to be bullying these individuals to try to get them to harm you on a federal level. Okay, so some of these individuals could have been highly suspicious on how you know so much. But you have these corrupt individuals that are sitting there making this intensity even more to the extreme. They're intensifying their suspicions even more, and they're being seen to be doing shady shit that you with the Five of Swords reverse. These troublemakers are now under scrutiny with the Hermit and the Knight of Cups reverse. They are being seen to be causing numerous amount of problems involving an ex situation. And a lot of things involving retaliation, like you being retaliated upon. This may also be something that may be connected to a protective order, something that is keeping you stuck in one spot. This is something else that they're observing. And everybody that's connected to this has been the main culprits causing you problems while manipulating this and committing crimes relentlessly, involving a lot of fraud and extortion. This is not a lie, and this is something that a surveillance van may be catching. This is a surveillance van. This is coming out again. The Chariot, and then you got the Page of Swords, and then you got this energy right here. But they need that in order for them to obtain the information that they really need. That way their suspicions could be cleared up. And I'm getting that they received a false alarm about a situation. Yeah, you're really not the one behind causing all this chaos. And what these individuals are trying to project onto them as if, oh, that's the main reason why they know what they know. This surveillance van is able to counter all of that. At the time that people are sending messages and causing trouble and committing fraud by trying to threaten your freedom with a situation to cause harm to you, involving this energy right here, they're able to track and trace where that's coming from. That means that they're also watching your movements too. But this is what is needed in order for them to figure out what's really going on when it comes to this energy in reverse here with the High Priestess and the Hierophant reverse. And from the looks of it, they're catching a crooked female as a cult leader, and they're catching a crooked masculine as a cult leader. And both of them are in position of authority that's connected to all this activity occurring in a public setting. That's connected to this Eight of Swords energy. I'm manipulating shit. Yep. I'm not going to give a description on where this van may be located or how it looks, but there's definitely a surveillance van that are there present somewheres. But it's something to not be worried about. They need that in order for them to get the information that they're looking for. That means having the whole thing investigated. And they're receiving a false alarm when it comes to somebody that really does have the gift of gab, and somebody is trying to, it's like these individuals are trying to manipulate things to corner this individual to hurt them when they've already been hurt in regards to an X situation or a situation that was already causing them harm. There's a lot of people, bro, that's about to get in trouble for doing that. Because they're being seen to be trying to force these individuals to harm you. This could actually be being done while the surveillance van is somewhere is present, covertly somewheres. And this is being seen to be being done while they're looking into the situation with this. So they basically have all the information to prove that these individuals keep on causing trouble and keep on lying on you and keep on trying to relentlessly drag on a situation with nothing but tampered. This is tampering, manipulation, color law violations. That's connected directly into some type of house arrest situation or some type of protective order with the Eight of Swords. And this order of house arrest is being seen to be being abused by people in position of power that's connected to somebody that you don't no longer have any contact with due to you being separated from this individual for a long time with the Three of Swords. And there's something very significant in regards to the travels with the Chariot card. They're seeing that you have a jealous ex. This surveillance van is catching the fact that you have an ex that is jealous of you. There's authority figures that are jealous of you, that are working with this individual. And they're trying, like these individuals are trying everything in their power in order to keep on with the situation. They try to manipulate this to their advantage to hurt you even more on a legality level. That's a violation of your civil rights and your federal protected rights, your federal constitutional protected rights. And this is something that don't want to change and don't want to end. But I'm getting by them receiving a false alarm when it comes to you, by these individuals trying to get these individuals to hurt and harm you in the process. This is very scary to them. Because they should have been done helped you out a long time ago. But I'm getting at this right here. They could be rolling in any minute with indictments with the Eight of Swords because they got all the information that they need involving this van here. Something very significant about a van. And with the Page of Swords that's watching. They could be being seen to be trying to retaliate upon you in order to try to make things even worse when it comes to this van set there. And they're sitting there watching it, bro. Watching it. These stupid people don't even realize that this is present somewheres. They don't even realize that. Some of you could have been alerted, like you could have had some suspicions about it. But yet your intuition could have told you what that may be about. Somebody's relentless at trying to get you in trouble, bro. With causing trouble. Causing nothing but heartbreak. Pain. Doing something through messages. Involving a lot of extortion, a lot of illicit activity. And this right here is all about crimes being uncovered. Look like to me, it don't look too good for two cult leaders here. A female cult leader and a male cult leader. Along with an ex of yours and everybody else that's connected to this harassment. And some about some criminal harassment. This don't look too good for these individuals. So they basically got the information that they was looking for, that these individuals are indeed cause you problems And they're trying to manipulate shit as if the main reason why you know so much of what you know is because you're the one out there causing all these issues. But this is able to counter their lies with the Page of Swords and the Chariot. They know exactly who the troublemakers are. It's a female cult leader and a male cult leader, with the High Priestess and the Hierophant reversed. And both of these individuals are being seen to be running cult practices. Cult-like practices of illegal, illicit activities. Is that what this is? Why am I getting that there's a lot of individuals that's about to be indicted for doing this to this person? With that Eight of Swords energy. So they received a false alarm when it comes to you. And this van is able to counter that to prove that. Yep, exactly. Look at that. Queen of Wands reverse. That's that female cult leader. You're going to receive good news when it comes to that. I'm also getting there's some authority figures that have enough confirmation to rush in to stop these individuals because they're corrupt. They're the ones causing all these problems. The devil, yep, this is extreme corruption. This is connected to trafficking too. Trafficking, exploitation. There's also some droog trafficking. Droog. I don't know if I can say that word, but it's droog. They're caught. They're caught. Officials are getting caught. Told you. Capricorn, Libra energy. Three of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so it's been verified what these individuals be doing for their job. Their job is now under scrutiny. Nine of Swords. Two of Swords. They're getting caught for causing confusion and trying to make matters worse on you when it comes to you that's supposed to be protected by higher-ups. High Priestess reverse again. So there's a witch definitely getting caught. There's a female cult leader that's for sure getting caught in this situation. Page of Swords reverse, stalking you, slandering you, causing trouble in regards to the children. Ten of Wands reverse. Six of Wands reverse. Queen of Swords. And the Three of Wands reverse. There's a Queen of Swords that could be in her head. That could be a higher up official that may be speaking up. They could be apologizing for lying or trying to make things even worse. This individual is definitely in their head. Or this person really didn't know what side to believe with the Two of Swords. They really didn't know what to believe. This is someone who has turned their back on their intuition because their intuition knew all along that it wasn't this person. Yep. This is due to these individuals not listening to their intuition when they had an inkling feeling that these individuals kept on causing you problems. And this was the underlying energy. So there's for sure a female cult leader that's a witch here that's going to get identified and unmasked for using your identity to make this situation worse upon you. That's another thing that they was doing. Like I said, they have the position and power to manipulate things through the physical. Therefore, can make matters worse upon you. They're also being seen to be trying to control these individuals too. A lot of controlling energy. With these two cards being there, these individuals are diabolical and demonic that are in this system. With the Justice reverse, and they're all getting caught. I'm hearing the higher-ups have enough confirmations in order to bust them. To conduct a raid. So how are these individuals viewing this individual that does have these psychic abilities? The gift of the gab with the magician card. How are they being seen right now? Are they believed? That they really do have that side to them? This is what has been protecting this person all along. Eight of Swords at the bottom. Yes, and that's why these people are going to prison, possibly. Yes, you are believed. With the Star card, the first card of the reading, that's a yes. King of Cups, you could be a masculine. Some of you could be a Scorpio or Pisces masculine. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Ace of Swords energy. They got the truth on that. You are that person. Queen of Swords could be backing you up. You're protected. You are surrounded by a community full of organized crime. And there's a business possibly being ran to harm you. That's why you ain't got nothing to worry about. You're protected. You're a genuine person. These individuals are letting their guard down and their suspicions are fading when it comes to you. This is where the problem is with the law. Look at the scales in reverse with a community setting. That's where the problem is. You was right. King of Swords, there's two of them here. You are indeed a victim of a scam. They got the full truth and clarity on these matters. And whoever's trying to hold you back with doing this shit to you will be removed out of your energy. Five of Wands. It's been verified that you indeed are under attack by a whole public setting involving the law. They got the full truth and clarity and a breakthrough in an investigation when it comes to that. If some of you had the higher ups that was in this energy like this, as I say, like that energy, okay? That's in reverse. Why the fuck do you know so much? You know what I'm saying? It's in reverse. So they got the truth on that. They could uncover that a business was being ran with using identities. Something about a lot of identities being used in order to operate and run a business. There's a lot of embezzlement here too. There's a lot of things being caught that's connected to this group here. And you have these individuals that may be fighting on your behalf, protecting you because they got the full truth. They do believe you. Yep. One of these individuals may have been trying to do something with one of their agents, is what I'm getting. Involving trying to, I don't know if they was trying to be flirtatious with them, or you may have somebody in there that may have genuine feelings or liking toward you. They like who you are. They know that you're a genuine person. Or hell, one of these individuals may have feelings for you, or they feel for you, that you had to go through that. I'm not really getting the feelings part like that. There could be somebody in there that feels for you because of you having to go through that. This King of Swords is not in reverse when it comes to this person. He's in the upright position. I'm going to tell you why. Because he's doing his job the right way. If they are protecting this person that is surrounded by these activities, they're doing their job the right way. But this may have been hard to... This is a huge skeptical energy here that has been going on for some time. But with the Star card being there, this is a blessing in disguise. They've uncovered the fact that you was a victim of a scam. And there's a lot of individuals that's connected to that. That could be connected to that Six of Wands reverse, that group chat that was being had about you. And there's two of them right here that are protecting you. That's what it looked like to me. There's a community under scrutiny right now. A community and an organization under scrutiny right now. They know exactly who's behind operating this business. And look at how the pentacles are in a certain symbolism here. Don't that look satanic? The circle with the star. Then you have it right here. Look at all that. That's pentagrams. You know what that's a sign of? And then you have checker pattern right here. Secret society is under scrutiny. It's either a secret society or cult members that are under major scrutiny right now. That's connected to two cult leaders in your community. Yep. You're taking a whole damn cult down what it looks like with the Eight of Swords. Your gifts, you having this gift is able to take down the whole cult when it comes to this situation. And this is really putting these individuals in their head with the Eight of Swords energy. This situation ain't going to be holding you up anymore to try to sit there and threaten your freedom, what it looks like with the Eight of Swords energy. This is extreme illegal activity with this Ten of Pentacles being in reverse. I'm also getting they could be helping you with a lawsuit too with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. There's something about a lawsuit. Somebody is indeed impersonating you out there, and there's other individuals that are connected to that have knowledge on that, and they're not doing their job the right way and all to protect you. And they're being seen to be harassing you, running extreme criminal activity that could be on a public terrorism level with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Because of how many individuals are connected to this activity that is being done in a public setting, I'm getting something very significant about public terrorism. So they may have to call in and have the JTTF assist them with the situation involving a bust. That would be Joint Terrorism Task Force. They may have to join in with them. Clarify this energy, why they believe this person. Why something has been confirmed and cleared up here. Because of the Knight of Wands. Something about you always being alone. You're always found to be alone. Some of you are very passionate about defending yourself and protecting yourself too. That's what I'm getting. See how the helmet's on? That's all about armor that's on, right? By you being by yourself is enough to protect you because of the surveillance van that's able to capture your movements in real time while messages are being sent to have you falsely accused of shit. That's how they're able to catch that, capture that. They're capturing everything in real time, what it looks like. That's your protection by you being alone. And you out there, you may be traveling to places where there's nobody at. Or you just being alone is enough protection upon you because of something being seen in real time. Or this whole situation is being seen and they see where the problems are coming from. They got full clarity on that. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. That's full truth and clarity. That you are under attack by these individuals. These individuals can also be identified as an extremism group too. Extremism group dash cult members. Extreme dash cult. Clarify the Knight of Wands. The Seven of Cups reverse. So this is a reality check for these individuals. They see you for who you are. You're very passionate about protecting yourself. Looking at the Hierophant as I'm saying that. And this is all the confirmations they need. So therefore, they're going to do their job the right way by the law book and dismantle this whole illegal operation that keeps on being ran. They could have already done that. Yeah, when it comes to your energy, you have a lot of genuine, truthful energy that's surrounding you. Especially with this card right here, compared to the other cards that I pulled in regards to that Justice card being in reverse with the Devil right beside that, and that Queen of Wands being in reverse. This right here is proving who you really are. It's even coming through my Tower cards to prove that you're a genuine character through this situation, and this is what you're surrounded by. It's somebody trying to hold you back and hold you up to violate your rights and to try to get you in trouble. And could be being seen to be trying to manipulate these individuals and forcing them into harming you also. But this right here is on the extreme brainwashing level. So if they try to brainwash these individuals when it comes to you, they try to create a lot of skeptical energy to come from them, then that right there is also being seen through. Why is this Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Okay, so this is connected to your following. These people that have been trying to cause you trouble in a public setting, they're being seen to be fucking with you and following you. Will once again cause a trouble through some type of fake messages. Four of Wands reverse. It's a whole public setting, bro, with the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Cause a trouble within a community setting to have you disapproved. To have you feel as if you're not welcome at your own home. You don't even feel like you're at home anymore. You feel like you're surrounded in a prison with the Eight of Swords. You feel like you're surrounded by nothing but criminal activity. It's almost as if you're in a prison. That's due to all of this and being done in your surroundings. Clarify the Eight of Swords. The Moon. Yeah, this is scaring the fuck out of these individuals, bro, because they could have had intentions on doing this to you. But this is going to happen to these individuals that has been causing nothing but illusions and a lot of darkness, a lot of dodgy, underhanded business deals that has been being done. These individuals that have been causing illusions about you to try to harm you are the ones that's going there, what it looks like. Temperance. And that right there would be divine intervention. So you definitely have Archangel Michael working through some of these individuals in order to make sure that you're secured, you're protected, because they have a breakthrough in the situation. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Yeah, so that right there is all about enlightenment. There's also the truth coming out about how these individuals keep on trying to sacrifice your freedom and are committing sacrifices while on duty. Trying to sacrifice you and your freedom while also using other individuals as a weaponization against you. Connected to a lot of other people that are connected to them with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. So this is a serious situation here. And there's enough strength to prove that. Leo energy. Three of Swords to prove that you're being harmed. And there's something about very significant about an ex with the Three of Swords. Five of Cups. This could be upsetting to a few higher up officials. This is upsetting to them. Six of Cups reverse. This could also be pertaining to someone that may be at a long distance, but they also have knowledge that you have not been in contact with this individual for a long time. The Sun reverse, and they wanted to keep this in the dark. This situation may be connected to a Leo. Don't have to be. The Emperor reverse, Aries energy. It's definitely connected to an abusive authority figure that keeps on trying to control things when it comes to this ex of yours. For some of you, an ex could be used relentlessly as a weaponization against you and all to hold you back in regards to the children. Clarify that. The Nine of Pentacles. This is someone that's relentlessly abusing their authority and power to hold you back. When you have no relations with this person, you have been separated from this individual for a long, long time. And if anything is being done through messages or whatnot, that right there is being seen for what it is, that you don't have any contact or any dealings with this individual. And these individuals are trying to use this individual as a weaponization to cause problems to you, along with other people that are connected to this situation involving the Six of Swords reverse. They're the main ones controlling and abusing their power to the extreme to cause you harm and to also disrupt a whole public setting with these activities. To have these individuals think that this is okay to run. This is an extreme violation of organized crime that's taking place, of public corruption. This is severe public corruption that is taking place with a lot of fraud. A lot of fraud. Some of you out there are a victim of false investigations taking place. Definitely a lot of fraud. Heavy on the fraud energy. The Empress reverse. This is also connecting people to being unfit parents. They're being identified as unfit parents because of what is being seen to be being done to youngins, involving a lot of criminal harassment. There's a lot of abuse taking place. Yeah, this is nothing but hatred here. So this could be interpreted as hatred to a hate group. Extremism. This is on the extreme level. Four of Cups. Clarify that. The High Priestess. And some of you out there well know what's taking place. But the good news about the situation is, if they were skeptical of your gifted nature, that this is what is the main thing that's been protecting you, that's been cleared up. Especially with this card as the first card of the reading. And if you look at this right here, this could be a circle of protection. That right there is giving me the indication of the full circle that is a simulation of their emblem. Because their emblem, they have stars that complete a full circle like that. So yeah, the truth is out with the Ace of Swords. There's a breakthrough. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. That you are indeed innocent and you do have the gift of the gab with that star. That also is a representation of spirituality. You do have a very powerful spiritual gift. But anyways, y'all, this is what I have for the reading for today. Hopefully this situation gets cleared up. But I'm getting with that Four of Pentacles being in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles being in reverse. They're finding out that you're a victim of a lot of fraud and scamming taking place with that Eight of Pentacles being in reverse. And something that's being done relentlessly involving a public setting. That's connected to that Four of Pentacles. And that Four of Pentacles being in reverse, that means that whatever is trying to hold on to you and trying to relentlessly get in the way of your freedom will be released out of your energy. And I'm going to tell you how that's going to happen with the Eight of Swords energy. Eight of Swords is showing itself again. So some of you can have some type of immediate protection on you to where these individuals cannot come around you or bother you anymore. These individuals can also be getting charged with kidnapping, with the Eight of Swords energy, trying to kidnap you with illusions because of threatening your freedom to this extreme. To go on this far to threatening your freedom, like they could be charged for kidnapping with the Eight of Swords. Or it's definitely attempted kidnapping. That's for damn sure. And there's something similar to transnational repression. But it may not be on that level because of you not being out of state or traveling out of state, the foreign lands, etc. Something about foreign energy. But it could be something similar to transnational repression that you're going through. It's definitely connected to a lot of cyber harassment. You are being a victim of stalking. A disinformation campaign, that would be the Six of Wands reverse and the Ten of Pentacles reverse. You being hated on throughout a whole public setting. And have it to be under attack by these individuals. While trying to get you in trouble all at the same time. With scamming. But anyways, y'all, this is what I have for the current energy. And the good news, some of you may be relieved wherever this is going on at. They have a breakthrough with the King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. Their suspicions when it comes to you has been a false alarm. That would be the false alarm. So yeah, they could be dropping a guard like this guarded energy when it comes to you. Having some type of suspicion or concerns. That right there. And it's also going to go back off on these individuals that has tried to amplify that even more to get these individuals to harm you when you're already being harmed as it is. Your freedom's already being threatened by these individuals as it is. And I'm getting that they could be charged with either attempted kidnapping or actually kidnapping. But anyways, that's what I have for the reading for today for January of 2026. Y'all take it easy out there. Much love to y'all. The donation link is in the description box below, just like I said before. But hopefully the situation is cleared up shortly. Because this is beginning to get out of line and get out of hand. And it's on an extreme level with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Especially when it comes to these individuals trying to brainwash these individuals into trying to amplify your attacks, to have you attacked. But this is all being caught real time, apparently. But anyways, y'all have a good day out there.